All right, guys. We're always asking this question: is it profitable to open up a Sari Sari store here in the Philippines? First of all, we are no experts on the Sari Sari store. We can only, huh?
We don't claim that we are experts.
Yeah, we don't claim to be experts. I mean, we can only share our story with you, and what we've learned so far in the Sari Sari store that we've had open now. It's coming up, what, in February? Like a year. So like I said, we are not the experts, but we can only share with you what we know. We get like emails, saying, hey, my girlfriend asked me to send money. She wants to open up a Sari Sari store business for her family. What do you suggest? What do you think? How much should we spend? How much does it cost? We're going to try to cover those things in this video. First of all, I want to say one thing. The Sari Sari store, I say we and our, but it's actually Lut Sari Sari store. She went down, she got the permit from the barangay. She got the necessary documents that she needed to open up the store. And that's one of the things you got to do here, guys. If you're any business you want to open up here, make sure you get the proper permits. Make sure you have the proper visas, because it can come back and bite you in the butt. First of all, I guess people always want to know, where's a good location? Where should I open it up? The thing is, if you have a house, a lot of people here that have houses, they open them up out of the front of their house. Mm-hmm. They have an area that at the front of their house that they open up and they enclose it, and they run the business out of their house. The thing with that is, you don't have to pay rent anywhere. You already own the house, so the store is there for you to run, and it's there for you all the time. You can rent a place, like we rent a place, and so we're going to pay that monthly rent. It helps us that her brother and a friend of hers, one of her classmates from back in the provinces up here, and they both have jobs, so they're upstairs and they're sharing the rent with us. So like a location, you got to have a location. Like the street we're on is a very busy street. It's highly traveled all the time, all morning, all afternoon, all evening. So location's a big thing. We've learned that you start recognizing the people that are coming to your store, the locals there. The thing is, there's so many Sari Sari stores. That's the thing. One upon one upon one upon one. So, you are competing with other stores. It's just Filipinos will go to like a specific Sari Sari store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's 3 or 4 within walking distance, they'll keep going back to the one that they like. In other words, they like the people in there. They like the people that are running it. They feel comfortable. You got good prices. But yeah, they'll keep coming back. You don't want to open a store like on some beaten back road where there's nobody there. And even if you do open up a store and it starts succeeding, guess what? You're going to have a Sari Sari store, a Sari Sari store opening up across the street from you, next to you, 2 doors down from you, because they know that there is money to be made. So yeah, I think location's like a big thing. You got to pick the perfect spot. What else? Like size.
Size, yeah.
Yeah.
Like how big, size-wise.
Yeah.
Also, because people always, some people also ask about, how much should we need to spend or something. As I always said, it depends how big you want to be your store is. Like, you want the small one, you want the big one. Of course, the big one, the more higher. Small one, it depends on the people. Like, how much really did you want it? Like, we start, like, how much Like we spend like
Yeah, the thing is, it's all in the size.
right.
Small, big. How big do you want your store to be? Um, and another thing now is like investments. People are saying, how much should it cost to open up a store? Um, it goes back to the size of the store you want to open. A small store, a medium store, a big store. What do you want to have in your store? Do you want to sell like all kinds of every single product out there that you can possibly think of? What we do is, if people come in and they ask for like, if one person comes in and they ask for one thing and we don't have it, we're not going to rush out there and buy like a
bunch.
we're not going to rush out there and buy like a bunch of just that product. But now, if you got a lot of people asking you for a product you don't have, well then, yeah,
That's why I'm going to buy for it.
yeah,
Because I'm not gonna buy the product that only one person asked me. I'm gonna lose money on it.
right,
Because one person asked me this, and if I buy it, and then that person never coming back no more,
right,
and nobody buy it, so I'm gonna lose money. That's why when we started, I just put like kind of like different kind of products, because I wanna know first what people need on my store. They might be need this, they might be need that, and then there's a lot of things in your store that other people have, but that side over there or people there, that's what they wanna buy. In my side, that's what they want. So I want to know what people like before I'm going to buy stuff.
right. See, there's certain things that every store will carry. Every store carries it. You know, the sodas, the beers, the cigarettes, the laundry detergent, the soap, what else? Of course, candy, coffee, candies for the kids. It's like every store carries that. Some stores, they might have like one special item that people like, and they'll go to that store all the time and buy that. But every store basically carries the same thing. And of course, the bigger the store, the more you have in your store. We're just a small, simple Sari Sari store. You know, and I know people have said, hey, why don't you carry, say, like American products? Here's the thing with that. Filipinos have their own, I guess, snacks you would call it. Things they grew up with, things they like to eat. Not only that, but if you, say, want to carry, say, like American products or German products or French products, whatever, first of all, you got to find it, and then you got to mark it up. So people are not going to spend, I mean, if they can get 2 bags of, I call it cardboard cracker chips, over one, say, like bag of Doritos, they're going to buy them 2 bags of cardboard cracker chips because that's what they're used to eating. But yeah, I mean, it all comes down to, like I said, you know, what do you want to sell in your store? And another thing too is, like, if you're going to open a store, like with Lut and I, she's there a lot. She's there a lot more now than I am. But Lut knows what's going on in that store. She knows what's being sold. She knows how much is being sold. She writes an inventory. Her cousin's there now, and she's doing it. She's there, you know, as a, I guess you would say, like as a worker there, you know, selling, you know, the products that we have. And but Lut makes sure she's there and she's hands-on. My thing is, like I said, guys say, hey, my girlfriend wants to open up a store. You know, what do you think? How, you know, how much money? I always say, it's better if you are hands-on. If you as the foreigner are there making sure things are going the way they should be. You don't know if you're not there. And if you met a girl and you've only been here once to meet her and she wants you to send money to open up a Sari Sari store to her family, my advice would flat out be, no, don't send it. Because you don't know what's going on. Which brings me to the next point. You have to watch who's involved. Family. A lot of stores are open up and there's families that are involved and families that want to be participating in it. And I know a guy right now, he has a Sari Sari store, and his family is involved. He's involved. He's been doing it for quite a while. But everybody's trusted. Nobody's gonna, steal from him because the family and everybody is there. But the thing is, I know another guy who has a store. Well, his wife has a store, and the whole family was involved. And last time I spoke to him, he was saying, this family member is stealing. This family member is buying, taking food. This family member is crediting and doesn't want to credit back. So you gotta watch, because here's how some people look at it. You're the foreigner, you got the money. You get the money, you send it to your girlfriend, she opens up the store, she runs credit to everybody. By the end of the month, she has so much out on credit. She'll hear the word, if you don't give credit, she'll hear the word, oh, you've changed. You've changed. And they'll look at it as, you know what? It's not her money that's invested. It's the rich foreigner's money that's invested. So what do we care? He's got money to burn. He can put money back in the store. We've heard that. So you have to be very careful who's involved in your store. We don't have that problem. She has one or two people that run credit, but every 2 weeks.
1 week?
Every 1 week.
Only one people?
Yeah, one person, and they pay it back. So you have to be careful with who's going to be involved in your store. Now let's talk money. We talk about a store, we talk about money. How much is it going to cost to open a store? Well, once again, it goes back to the how big is your store. Our store was small, average size store. We had to buy refrigerator. We had to buy, what else? Stove. Water dispenser, shelves, fencing, and then your product, whatever you're going to stock your store with. We spent roughly, around 2,000? Somewhere around there? 2,000 US dollars?
Kind of.
Yeah, somewhere around 2,000 US dollars.
Like
2.5 to start the store. And we didn't put a penny in it after we started the store. Luda's very good with managing the money. She's very good with restocking the money. She's not shoving the money in her pocket. She's not spending the money saying, I'm going to pay it back later. She's very good with the money. So you have to be good with the money. Some people, they'll get the money in their pocket and think, all right, I sold 3,000 pesos worth of goods today. That's all my pocket. It doesn't work like that. You have to restock. So you have to be, money conscious. Of course, a bigger store, more money. But like I said, we never put another penny back in that store from once we stocked it and filled it and opened up. If you got a girlfriend that you're opening or you're sending money for a store, and every month she keeps telling you, I need more money, I need more money, I need more money. Tell you something right now, tell her to shut it down, close it up, because she's not making money. If she's selling product, she's making money. Now, how much money are you making? You are not making a lot of money. You are not getting rich off of a Sari Sari store.
No.
It's not happening. If you come in here and you think, all right, I got some money saved up, all right, I'm going to open a store and I am going to make a lot of money. That's going to be my business. You are wrong in thinking that. We make enough to keep our store running, pay the rent, the electric, the water bill, and I pay for the cable because I said I would. And by the end of the month, once everything is paid, it depends on the month, you're making US dollars, a couple $100. Couple
Like
$100. $100, $200, something like that.
It depends to the month.
Depends on the month. So no, you cannot come here was say a small savings and nothing else, say I'm going to open a Sari Sari store and I'm going to live off of that money that I make from the Sari Sari store. It's not going to happen unless maybe you're the only Sari Sari store within like a 5-mile radius. Maybe then, but no, you're just not. You're not going to do it. A small store, a simple store like everybody else, you're not going to do it. We knew this from day one. We knew coming in from day one that we're not opening it to make money. That wasn't our intention. Look, went to the store. She was selling clothing and other products, and then said, "Hey, I want to open a store." And we had the extra money to do something like that. And we knew we weren't going to get rich, but you know what? We did it, and we enjoy doing it. We enjoy having our store. We enjoy our customers. We opened a store to give back to the community, gives the community somewhere else to come and buy. With her cousin, we gave her cousin now a job to where she didn't have no income, and she really needed some income. And we offered her, to come up and work for us. So we even gave like her cousin a job. So we even helped out her cousin as far as making some money. But no, I mean, we're doing it because we enjoy it. And you will spend, another thing is you will spend a lot of time in your store. And we knew that from day one. And people told us that, and we knew that. You're in your store, depends. You want to open at 6 and from 6 to 8, 6 to whatever.
10,
And it also depends on your clientele in your neighborhood. If you're in a neighborhood where people are night owls, you're going to stay open at night and sell to them. But yeah, we didn't get in it to make money. Just so you guys know that. That wasn't our intention at all. What else? I mean, anything else you can think of? Nothing? Nothing?
I don't know. It's just like, it's just like store. Like you already said everything.
Yeah.
Like, as you said, like we're not gonna reach for it.
Yeah. I guess the main thing is, if you break even at the end of the month, I guess you're ahead of the game. If after a month or two you're not making money and you're starting to pull money out of your pocket to keep the store open and pouring more money out of your pocket to keep the store open.
Well, something wrong with them.
Yeah,
So
it's time to close.
Can't guarantee you when you are in the store and then you don't touch your profit on it, and then you don't rely. What's the
What?
Relay?
Rely?
Oh yeah, rely on the profit of your store to make like use for everyday living, like this, like that. Like I gotta buy food. If you don't rely on that one, then you can how to circle that one, because every day they have some people to buy, and you need to know what kind of things to take out. You need to write everything down, and then after that, if you don't touch that money and then you just will go into circle, I don't think that you can able to get your money in your pocket again, because for when we start the store that we have, I never asked, or never, he said already, we never get our own money in the pocket to restock our store again, because I need to make it sure that the money was in there is circled around to maintain that store running. So I need to write it down and everything. So what cost or what kind of stock were left, that's the one I need to count them. That's the one I don't need to buy. I need to buy the stock that's out.
Right. So, like I said, guys, these are our thoughts. These are what we have learned. Like I said, we are not experts. We're only sharing what we have experienced. And like I said, you're not opening up a Sari Sari store in the Philippines to get rich.
Yes, because I am a citizen of this country, so I know what's going on. There's a lot of store was become closed, like out of business all the time for some reason. They always they thought that if you have store, they forgot to restock it and rolling that. So some people, they just get their foods, like,
Yeah.
That's why at the end of the month, you don't know where your money go.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, we thought we'd share this. Like I said, people are always asking. People are sending us messages. So we figured we would just share this with you. So, and like I said, you are not getting rich running a Sari Sari store here in the Philippines.
Right? You're not.